Hello, welcome to Silicon Valley Story. I'm Diana Dean, and today with us is Christine von Raesfeld, and she's the third prize winner from In Time of COVID-19 video contest. Congratulations, Christine.
Thank you, Diana, and thank you for having me. This was an amazing contest, and I'm thankful that you're pointing out some of the positives that are happening.
Yes, thank you. You are truly the great example for us on the positive stories. And in your story, you mentioned that you actually have the health conditions. So you're giving speech everywhere. So what's a health condition? Would you mind to share with us?
Not at all. So I've been sick actually since I was a child. And so I deal with multiple health conditions, autoimmune, including lupus, and then a couple different rare diseases. So I see a lot of different specialists, and just over time and over the years, I've learned how to turn these negatives that have happened so often in life into something more positive and something that, doesn't not just helps me, but helps people around me. So.
Thank you. Thank you. So actually your 1 minute video tells the wonderful story in such a short time. Can you give us a brief introduction about this video?
So the video actually, when you put out the theme of positives of COVID, when COVID first started, it was originally I thought, oh, this is going to be great. I can relax. And as
Ooh,
time set in, right?
you are
And I
so
thought
positive.
I'd have time for all these things. And then as time set in, that mental health became a really big aspect and an aspect that I think a lot of people didn't really talk about. And I was struggling myself. And I think that a lot of people like to pretend they're okay. And so I kind of take the other route and just tell everybody what is wrong. And hopefully that encourages other people to open up. And so I've been doing that. And another friend, now really good friend, his name is David Ross. He lives in the UK. He was reaching out. He was commenting on different photos that I had and just checking in with little notes. We set up a call one Sunday night, and then it started growing and more people came and we talked, and it started to be this group of people from all over the world that we were talking about things that were happening in our countries and things that we were scared of and things that we were worried that were going to happen, and just kind of forming this friendship and this bond that we didn't really have with anyone close to us. So yeah, it was just someone else, a stranger, just reaching out and saying, I'm going through it too. I see it in your eyes, and I'm here. And so that's kind of what sparked this whole thing. And then we started reaching out to other people. And in the same process, I ended up starting People with Empathy, which is a nonprofit that we started, all kind of out of this idea that more things happen when people are friends and when they have relationships and things matter. So
Yeah,
kind of,
this is truly so amazing. So that's why you said friendship without board.
yeah.
Yeah, you started something, and more and more people joined with you. And today we got four more young reporters join us. They're the students from our little MC and little reporters class. So they have some questions would like to interact with you. So I'm going to start with Jason. Hey.
Hi,
First
Jake.
up, congratulations on getting your third place.
Thank you.
I looked at the video and I thought it was really inspiring. To kind of introduce myself, I'm Jason and I'm a sophomore at Limerick High School. And my question was, what would kind of be your advice to people who are struggling with like self-identity and who maybe have these illnesses?
So that's a good one, because I got sick, like I said, as a child when I was young. And so for a lot of years, I struggled with where I fit in. And I come from a family, my mom is from the Philippines, and a lot of my illness was dismissed, as kind of, oh, it's growing pains, it's this, it's that, and nothing's really wrong. So I think the biggest thing that I learned over the years and that I started to master later into my 30s, which I think people need to master earlier, is knowing yourself and knowing that you are the only person that knows how you feel, and that whatever you feel, whether someone else thinks it's right or wrong, for you it's valid. And so whatever you feel, you need to speak out. And I don't think that you'll uncover any of these issues if you hide things. So I don't know, my encouragement to anyone is to open up and to be honest about what you're going through, because when you're going through something, the second you open up, I open up about things like depression and illnesses that I go through. And every time I do, at least 10 other people reach out and say, thank you, I feel the same way. So I think just knowing that really, even though we all may feel alone, you never really are. And there's always going to be someone. So just always fight for yourself.
Oh, that's so inspiring. You know, for Asian people, it's really hard to speak out how you feel.
Yeah.
Yeah, really hard. Yes. So what's the turning point for you?
I think the turning point was just realizing that not everybody and everything that's in your life is good for you.
Mhm.
And then realizing that, you know, I need to look out for myself, and that you are the only one that's going to look out for yourself. So I think it was that realization of you're kind of in this and you need to figure it out.
Mhm.
And you'll find these people along the way to help you through, but kind of getting rid of that negativity and toxicity, and being able to speak up on your own. My grandmother was always really sick, and we don't know what was wrong with her. It was never talked about. She was always happy and smiling and cooking and always there, but always still suffering. And so I don't want that for anyone else. My nieces, I don't want them to grow up feeling like they have to hide these things, especially in a culture where, you know, we want to take care of everybody else and not, you know, see what's going on with ourselves.
Yes, things change when you really speak out, right?
Yeah, completely.
Yes, that's right. So, Michael, what's your question?
Hello, my name is Michael Shen, and I am a junior at Woodson High School, all the way in Virginia. So I just want to say, like, congratulations on winning like third place. And so my question is like, so I know that you said that you know you got with like a lot of people from all over the world together, you know, in one Zoom call, and then you guys bonded over that. And um, I just wanted to ask, like, so what did you think like made everyone connect so well with each other, and like what did you find in those people that you don't usually find in others?
That's a good one. So I think the thing that allowed us to really connect was vulnerability. Right. And I think it was the fact that all of us were admitting that we were going through a rough time and that we were struggling. You know, we have a father that was on the call that his son had a rare disease where he has to walk miles in the day. And here's his son walking around during the call, you know. And so I think it's just that vulnerability, like admitting that, you know, you're struggling too. And then, you know, and then that sadness kind of, I don't know, takes a turn, right? When you realize you're not alone and that you actually have something to connect on. And even though it might not be the same thing, you all have that same sort of feeling. So I don't know, did that answer?
Okay, thank you. Yes, Michael, you like the answer? Yes.
Yep.
Okay.
Yes. You know, we sometimes I would say most people want to hide the vulnerability, but you know, listen to your story. Actually, you turn the vulnerability to your strengths.
Yeah.
Yeah, together your group turn that to the strengths. This is really truly amazing to all of us. So next we're gonna have Joseph ask your questions.
Okay, so hi, my name is Joseph, and as stated before, congratulations on winning third place. And one of my questions is, I know Jason, he said, what was your advice to people who may be struggling with self-identity or have illnesses? My question is kind of the opposite. Like, what advice would you give to people, you know, who may not have experienced these illnesses before and who are watching this video?
That's also a really good one. So there's a lot of people don't believe that I'm sick because I look healthy.
Yeah, you look so healthy. Yeah.
And so
Yeah.
I think that that's a big thing in our society, that if you look good, people think that you're good, right? And so I think for anyone watching, what I would say is to take a look, to look deeper at people, right? And not to rush through life so quickly. I notice just watching, I like to do a lot of people watching, and I'll sit and notice people walking a little slower that other people will get upset with. And you realize when you look in their face that they're in pain and that there's a reason that these things are happening. So I think the other side of it is to kind of just know that as a person, everybody is going through their own things, that you never know where somebody is in their life or in their moment of mentality. And so I think that it's important. I used to tell my nieces when they were little that you don't know where someone is, and they could be having a really bad day and everybody else has turned against them. And you could be that one person that turns around by smiling at them, and because you gave them a mean look, they now are hurting and horrible and want to just, go away. And so I think my advice is just, you know what you're going through, but you don't ever know what anyone else is going through. So just that one little smile could make a difference for anyone. So I think it's just kind of knowing that we're people, no one's better than anyone else. We all have different situations and how we handle them. And the only way you get through them is to have empathy for other people. So hopefully.
Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, I like this. When you look at people, you need to look deeper at the people. Yeah, take some time and look deeper at the people. When you were talking, I was looking at you. I feel so peaceful and so happy, and I see the sensitivity inside you,
Yeah.
the passion and sensitivity inside you. Yeah,
Sometimes that's a negative.
no, it's not negative. It's that make you very creative actually, because you say things that some people don't say. I think that's a typical creative people. Yes, that's such a good point. So touching. It's so inspiring. Thank you so much for opening up your heart and sharing with us. I believe that today all of us are inspired by you. So Harold, what's your question?
Hello, my name is Harold Wang. I'm an 8th grader at middle school. And my question for you, Christine, is when you were trying to connect with all these people in all these different places, all these diverse places, all these diverse people, was it hard? Were there people who did not want to talk back? Were they not willing to talk? Or was everybody willing to connect? And did talking with these people with these rare illnesses, just like you, just like anyone else, did they let you learn more about yourself?
Yes.
Good question.
So all of those are yes answers. I think, it was funny because I don't think we had any problem getting anyone to talk. And it went from just patients to then moving over to industry professionals too. So now it's not just patients that we're involving in conversations, it's actually experts in different fields of healthcare. And it's surprising, right? Because I have this little talk that we do every month, and it's turned into this thing that people want to talk to us, right? Because they know that it's a fun conversation, that it's something that is lighter, and we'll still come up with solutions. So I think that the fact that nobody feels threatened and that we all just kind of know where we're at kind of helped everyone to open up. And the fact, I think too, that we're all sort of friends, right? So I brought David brought someone else, I brought someone else. So it just became this circle of just friends, and somebody else knew them. So you have that little bit of connection already, to make it just a little bit easier. Because I think a lot of people struggle finding something they have in common with other people. And so by us building this group based on other people bringing in people that they liked and that they agreed with, we had no problem getting people to talk.
Wow, so wonderful.
Yeah.
And I saw you that you have this people with empathy. Is this something related to the group?
Yes.
Tell us
So this
about
is
your plan.
Yeah,
Yes.
so the nonprofit is named People with Empathy, but our little group that we have, well, it's growing, is actually called Rare Empathy. And so it kind of appeals two ways, the group that's rare disease patients, but also because we feel that empathy is rare. And, you know, we want to make sure that people know that there are so many of us with invisible illnesses or illnesses that you can see, that we connect on so many different levels. And I think it's time to kind of do away with these lines. You know, even diseases, we have like, oh, I'm a patient of this. And growing up, I felt like as a patient, oh, I have this disease, so I can't talk to these people because they don't know me. But then as I got older, I realized we all have the same symptoms, you know, and there's some of the same symptoms that normal people have that they can relate to on a different level. So I think, you know, finding those little things that you have in common with people and just growing off of that.
Yeah, Christine, you're truly our hero. I know that you got the word of Silicon Valley 100 women of influence, right?
Yeah, I did, from the Silicon Valley Business Journal last year, though. So we're in 2020. So unless I win again at some point.
Oh, you are truly a role model for us all.
Yeah.
So before we take off, and I want to our young reporter to share and what they learned and take off. So
I would
Joseph,
love to hear.
yeah, I would love to hear too. Joseph, let's start with.
Oh yeah, I think I mostly learned just how important community is and how essential it is to be open-minded about other people's like possible problems, because you don't know what they're experiencing, and just like community can help form bonds and like uplift others.
Wonderful.
That is
Wow,
good.
wonderful. It's great. Harold.
What I learned from this interview is that it's always good to be open-minded, just like what Joseph said. It's always good to be positive, and you know, especially in hard times like COVID, it will really help you. I mean, if you're just gonna sit in your hole every day and be negative, I mean, you're not gonna get anywhere. So I think you can learn a lot from Christine.
Great. Thank you, Harold. Thank you. Michael?
From what I learned today, I think that, no, my perspective, like I think it's like good to be tough, you know, but sometimes like everyone always has a breaking point, and at that time it's like when friends and like families are like the most useful things you have in life. And sometimes like you have to be vulnerable, you have to like break down, and sometimes you try to spill it all. So so that's what I learned today.
And
Great.
sometimes just when you say family and friends, just I know there's kids out there who don't have really supportive families. So your friends are your family, your aunts, uncles, whoever it is that you connect with. So don't, you know, I just want to throw that out there too.
Yes, thank you. So Jason?
I learned about the kind of importance of being connected with other people, but also that being realistic and being truthful doesn't have to be kind of down or gloomy. It can be kind of optimistic and positive and a look to the future, and that opening up can bring people together.
Wow, that's so wonderful. We should give them a big thumb.
Yes, completely.
Yes,
And I don't think
really.
I taught you all of that. I think that's a combination of everything you've been learning all along.
Yeah, but you're such an inspiration. I'm glad that everybody sitting here, that we can open up our heart and share how we feel. You know, you really encouraged us. Thank you so much, Christine. And before we take off, and we want to play this video again. And thank you again, Christine. Thank you.
Thank you.
And thank you for, let's play this video with us. Okay.
I am a person living with chronic illness and rare disease. Over the past few years, I've been using my story to talk about what's gone wrong for me and others in healthcare. And I had a purpose for a little while until COVID happened. And all of a sudden, the world stopped. I felt more alone than ever. But one day I had a stranger reach out to me from the UK. Another rare disease patient from the other side of the world. We started a series of phone calls where we talk about just things that were going on in our countries. And we started adding people and started to form this small global community of rare patient advocates around the world who are helping to support each other through COVID. None of us know when this is going to end. We don't know when we're going to get out of this, but at least I found a community who cares and who can help me through it all.
Thank you, Christine.
Thank you.
I hope your people with empathy will create a great impact for our community. Thank you.
Our fingers. And thank you. You all did amazing. And I hope to see you all in the papers soon, or your names in the papers.
Yes. And please join us on 20th. I'm going to see you again.
I will, definitely. Nice to talk to all of you. Thank you again.
Thank you, Jason, Harold, Michael, and Joseph. And thank you, Sandy. See you next time.
Bye.
Thank you.
Congratulations.